Outdoors Delmarva covers everything outdoors,
including real hunting and fishing situations involving wildlife.
We do our best each week to bring you tasteful content,
but viewer discretion is advised.
Now enjoy the show.
We begin this week with a parade in Snow Hill for the annual Blessing of the Combines.
It's then off to Pittsville as we get some off-road fun in at Ocean City Jeep Jam.
We get introduced to some shipwreck salvagers in this week's Remembering Scorchy Taws.
And we hit the ice in Harrington with the Delmarva Warriors hockey team.
Outdoors Delmarva starts right now.
Welcome to Outdoors Delmarva, the show that celebrates our communities, our cultures and traditions, and the places we call home. My name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch. And Jason, can you believe there's only 2 more weeks left of summer?
It's crazy. I feel like we have so much left to do on our list, so many more adventures to have.
So many more margaritas to drink.
Yeah, and I tell you what, we'll get to at least something on that list in about 28 minutes or so.
If it's not the margaritas, there will be no more outdoor adventures for you, pal.
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
It might clear up traffic jams, but the day that we stop seeing farm equipment on Delmarva roadways will be the day that we are all in serious trouble.
And that's why the Blessing of the Combines in Snow Hill is such a big deal.
As mayor, I am so happy and excited to welcome everyone, local residents, Worcester Countyans, state of Maryland, and all across the country. We are very excited for the Blessing of the Combines today. This event begins the beginning of the harvest season for our farming community. And our farming community is essential to the backbone of Snow Hill, the Eastern Shore, and the rest of the country. We respect you and we applaud you. Let's have a big round of applause for all our farming community. I'd also like to recognize the founder of this event, Becky Payne. 24 years.
Well, I don't think people realize that getting prepared for it, it's grown from the 500 people that were there at the very first one. I know people have learned about the blessing, but we've had people from Texas be here, Florida. They're hearing about it, and it is the only Blessing of the Combines that we know of in the United States.
The thing I like most about the Blessing is it's kid-oriented, and it's self-paced for the most part. The parade is short. After that, you can pick and choose what you want to do. So if you have a little kid, you can come and go, and you don't have to be there too long.
And I want you to remember that if you happen to be one of those farmers, one of their family members who support them, or one of the related businesses that depends on the farm community, know that we are all here today because of you and because of the work that you do. We're here to celebrate the 24th annual Blessing of the Combines, an event that aims to recognize local farmers, their families, and of course, bless their harvests.
My thanks to Jamie Nelson for a smooth ride through town, and of course to everyone who came out to support not just the event, but also the farmers.
It's off to Pittsville for some off-road action when Outdoors Delmarva returns.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Getting outdoors and getting off-road is a huge part of summer.
And nothing checks those boxes quite like OC Jeep Jam. Here in Pittsville, OC Jeep Jam, you couldn't have dialed up better weather for this weekend.
No, we could not. We could not. It's amazing out here.
And you've got a good turnout.
Yes.
Everybody seems to be in great spirits.
Everybody's in great spirits. Everybody's having a great time. Obviously, right now, the main objective is to get through the mud course.
Which just got a healthy dosing of water.
Yes, it did. It did. We're about 4,000 to 5,000 gallons of pop every time we add.
The enthusiasm behind this and just the whole day really seems to be catching across Delmarva and from other states. Seeing a lot of folks from Pennsylvania here.
Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Virginia. We've had people out from Kentucky yesterday. So it is catching on. Everybody's having a good time. Everybody's coming out. Just check it out and see what it's all about.
This is an awesome venue for this.
It is. It is. So not only do we offer just the off-road park and the mud course, we actually offer on-site camping. So there is cabin rentals, there is RV 30-amp hookup spots, there is 10 overlanding spots. So it doesn't matter, you know, if you want the best of the best and you want to do the cabin, or if you just want to pitch a tent, we have it all here. And there's a bathhouse on premises. It's very clean. You don't have to worry about anything. And you're right in the middle of the action.
There's a little bit of something for everybody when it comes to a festival style event like this is. It just happens to be on four wheels. You can either participate, you can watch that, but you've also got vendors.
Yes, we do have a few vendors here this year. So everybody seems to be having a good time. We have, you know, I've got my hot dog vendor all the way from Jersey.
And I love that nobody cares about getting dirty.
No, they don't.
And in the mud run, you're definitely going to get a little on the dirty side.
Yes. So we have a little station up front that you can hose off a little bit, try to clean up before you leave.
and there will definitely need to be some hosing off for those gents because it was completely open.
Everyone is so encouraging. They just want to see you succeed. So whether it be on a trail ride, on the rock garden, you know, the stacks of obstacles that we've got here, it doesn't matter what your level is. They want to see you succeed and accomplish. That's all it is.
It's a great event. Congratulations on another successful year.
Thank you.
And you've got more events coming up here soon, right?
We do. Our next event actually is we're going to participate in some other local events that are going on. Back the Blue up in Dover. We're actually talking about going down to Myrtle Beach Jeep Jam in October, and then I will start planning for this event and for Ocean City Jeep Week next month, and our event will be May 8th through 11th next year.
Oh, okay.
So I already have my dates. I'm planning. I'm ready to go.
Going early next year.
Yes. You can email us. You can check out the website for updates. We're all over social media. You can follow us, Jeep Jam OC, and you'll get all the up-to-date stuff as we get it.
All right, well, we're going to get a little bit more mud on the tires here in Pittsville. Now, whether you're one to put your Jeep to the test or if you just like to watch all the action, keep an eye on JeepJamOC.com for the 2025 event schedule so that you don't miss out on any of the fun.
We head off in search of shipwrecked treasure with Scorchy Taws when Outdoors Delmarva returns.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Part of Delmarva history is under the surface of the water.
And who better to help us sift through the sands of time than Scorchy Taws?
Honoring the life and legacy of Scorchy Taws. Thanks to Shorts Marine in Long Neck, Delaware. Shorts Marine, everything but the water.
The glitter isn't gone from the Ocean City scene with the passage of Labor Day. A lot of it rests in the Delmarva Shipwreck and Historical Museum just across the road from Frontier Town on Maryland Route 611.
For a number of years, me and my two partners have been recovering artifacts from shipwrecks and from other sites, historical home sites in the area. And basically we saw the need for the preservation of our maritime heritage here on the Delmarva Peninsula.
Its maritime heritage consists of many things. Not just treasures of gold and silver, but fascinating artifacts and unbelievables snatched from the dungeons of ancient days.
This caught my eye. It looks like a Chesapeake blue crab to me.
That indeed is a Chesapeake blue crab. This particular one has fossilized. It has turned to stone, and we sent this to the Smithsonian Institute, and by carbon-14 dating it, they have told us that it is anywhere from 6.5 to 10 million years old.
If you're one who has a yearning to see the rescued from Davy Jones' locker, this museum is for you. It contains a potpourri of fascination and a wealth of education.
If you were to find this walking down one of the local beaches, chances are you would probably toss it back into the water, not knowing what it was. We bring all of these back to our lab, and after cleaning them through an electrolysis bath, this is what the same coin would come out looking like. These particular coins are 315 years old, and they are both Spanish pieces of 8.
Dale Clifton and Gene Parker are co-owners of this immaculate museum. Dinah Clark, a student of marine archaeology, is a volunteer. Together they have its gears well oiled and running smoothly.
Anytime a ship sinks, time stands still. These artifacts are kind of frozen in a moment of time, and by looking at all these objects together, it gives us a better idea of what everyday life was like centuries ago. Of course, we don't sell anything that we find. We feel that we do not own any of these artifacts. We're just kind of guardians, taking care of them while we're here and alive on Earth. When we're dead and gone, these things are still going to be here for people to enjoy and marvel at. So we feel that this belongs as much to the general public as it does to us.
A very unselfish feeling, we'd say. Scorchy Taws, wandering our down marvelous land for WBOC News.
Remembering Scorchy Taws is sponsored by Shorts Marine. Online at shortsmarine.com.
Did you know that due to the shape of their wings and softly fringed feather edges, great horned owls are able to fly in near silence?
Did you know that the great horned owl is sometimes known as the tiger owl because of its aggressive and powerful hunting style?
And did you know that despite having a wingspan of more than 4.5 feet, great horned owls only weigh about 3 pounds?
Now you do.
Did You Know is sponsored by North Bay Marina. Outdoors Delmarva will be right back. You're watching Outdoors Delmarva presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
If you are a sports fanatic, this is the best time of the year. Baseball, golf, football is back, NASCAR, and hockey.
And we couldn't be happier to welcome to the Center Ice Rink in Harrington, the Delmarva Warriors.
Here inside the Center Ice Rink in Harrington at the Delaware State Fair, and I'm with Mike Hickey. Let's talk about the Delmarva Warriors and how they came about.
I was originally one of the founders of the USA Warriors program in the Washington, D.C. area, which was the first in the country of its kind. Since then, it was started through Walter Reed Medical Center as a rehabilitative program, and also to give hockey back to some of the veterans that had served and played before they were in the military. Basically, all the players have medical or illness. You have a certain percentage to the VA, which allows them to participate with other wounded vets.
Now Delmarva has their own team.
They have their own team, and something I think a big part of this is not only to give the players this opportunity, but also to integrate the Warriors and the veterans with the community, so people can come out and this is something they can call their own.
The Zamboni just went around, the ice is ready, and the Delmarva Warriors are ready to take on their first practice.
Correct, yes. Unfortunately, I can't be out there, but it's great to see the guys out there and getting some reps in, getting to know each other and start to bring a team together. So
now talk about your military background.
So I'm a retired Navy chief, did 20 years, retired back in 2016. Had a great career. It was exciting, it was rewarding. Came out to Delaware when I retired and work at the Del Tech now as an academic counselor, helping out other veterans, so it's rewarding, and it's a great area. It's great to have a hockey rink close by, so been enjoying it so far. One of our founders, Chris Koch, he was playing with the Philadelphia Warriors and decided to start a chapter down here in Harrington, Delaware. And with the help of Mike Hickey, who's basically our president, started Delmarva Warriors, and it's it's a great place for veterans that need something just to kind of take their mind off of whatever's going on in life and hang out with other veterans and just enjoy the game of hockey.
If you serve, there's a good possibility that somebody's going to say, I know your story and I'm going to help you along your journey now that you're out.
Correct, and it's everyone's story is different, and to play on the team you got to have a minimum of 10% disability and a good DD-214, so everyone has something in common. Too many vets try to battle the battles on their own, and when you walk into a locker room with this group, again, the shells go down because somebody knows your story or has your story, and it helps bring it out.
This game that we're doing on the 21st of September is the Heroes Hockey Classic. And we plan on making this a yearly thing, an annual event. And we do want to do stuff to give back to the Delmarva community, where any funds that we bring in, this time it's going to help our program get funding to get started, but we want to get that back to the community too.
The Heroes Hockey Classic game is Saturday, September 21st, and if you can't be there to watch it in person, well, you can watch it live on DSN.
We're checking out your latest photos when Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, returns.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
It's time to flip through the photo album and take a look at your latest pictures.
Thanks to our friends at North Bay Marina.
Everett Justice and Glenn Golly were doing a bit of night surf fishing at 3 R's Beach next to the Indian River Inlet Bridge. And when you get the chance to take a cool photo like this, you have to take it.
Courtney Davis of Camden appreciates a good day on the farm with this photo of everyone helping out. Courtney also sent us this photo of Rue Davis celebrating her 3rd birthday with her donkey Chuck. Now that's just adorable.
Sarah Smith of Rehoboth Beach sent in some photos capturing the power of the ocean from the Indian River Inlet and the dune breach that shut down Route 1. It's just a reminder that the ocean goes where it wants to.
And Brad Ashley of Frankfurt sent us a trio of sunrise photos from Bethany Beach. Jason, I do believe we should try that sunrise paddleboarding sometime.
Okay, but you're in charge of bringing the coffee and not laughing when I fall off.
Outdoors Delmarva viewer pictures are sponsored by North Bay Marina.
Well, that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you so much for tuning in.
And keep sending in those wonderful viewer photos by going to outdoorsdelmarva.com and clicking the banner at the top of the page. Or you can scan the QR code in the bottom corner of the screen.
We hope to see you right back here again next week. But until then, my name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch, and we hope to see you Outdoors Delmarva.
Outdoors Delmarva, a Draper Media production, is presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. Sponsored by Shorts Marine, Bell Creek Equipment, and Range Time.
This is not getting any better.
Under the surface of the water.
And there's...
I must feed a little. Returns. Yeah, lunch.